What is up, everyone? It's been a while. 10 days, to be exact. But we are now back. There's been a lot happening, of course. I mean, it's been 10 days. So we have a ton of news to cover. Some about the Quest, some about some other headsets, and some about some company acquisitions. So all in all, it's going to be quite interesting. I'm Mysticle, as usual. In case you guys like this one, slap that red button down below. And let's get right into the video. So first thing we have is a very big piece of news for anybody doing any kind of recording on their Quest devices. This is something we've been asking for like the longest time, and I think the Oculus ambassadors have been communicating with Oculus, because I'm not one, so I wouldn't know. But it seems that we're getting 16:9 recording. 16:9, by the way, in case you're not certain, is the standard ratio of like displays that are created right now. As you probably know, when you record on the Quest, you record in a square aspect ratio. Back in January, YouTuber Nathy posted a tweet complaining about the situation. Meta product manager Clorama Dorvilias responded that it is currently a top priority for their team to deliver on that this year, saying that they are excited to get this in our hands ASAP. Yes, we're on this. We've been meeting with creators, shout out to Oculus brand ambassadors, and we're gathering all the needs/requests to deliver an optimal solution. This is currently a top priority for our team to deliver on this year. Excited to get this in your hands ASAP. So, as you probably know, a lot of you probably know this, you can already do this in SideQuest. You can change your recording style from square to 16:9. It seems that they're working on some sort of optimal solution, maybe to give us recording settings to maybe lower the bitrate or something like that. Flash forward to 2 months this week, Quest recording tools are unchanged, and Nathy asked for an update on the changes. And here's the response: our team can't wait to put this in all your hands too. Feedback has been really positive from the creators who've seen designs. We're shooting for a May public launch, accounting for privacy/security/reviews/design/code iterations, etc. But changes are high for April. This, alongside the ability to be able to stream directly to YouTube instead of having to do some weird, wacky streaming to a computer first, has been one of the most requested features for Quest. Unfortunately, nothing seems to be appearing for streaming to YouTube, so let me know what you think about this one down below. Meta is seemingly trying to push their Horizon worlds out to as many people as possible. I mean, they've already been trying to do this, but now they are giving money and training to creators that are willing to build for Horizon. In fact, they are offering $500,000 rewards to Horizon worlds creators. Meta is offering cash rewards and training through its Oculus Start and Launchpad programs to creators building in VR with Horizon Worlds. Previously, Oculus Start and Oculus Launchpad functioned to help onboard developers into Facebook's ecosystem for VR software, with developers typically using game engines like Unreal and Unity to bring their work into fruition on headsets like Quest. Horizon Worlds, though, uses in-VR building tools with a scripting system and focuses on community sharing to layer its additional logic and complexity to its worlds. So, to quote, "For our first cohort of builders, we are dedicating over $500,000 in funding and cash prizes to program developers creating unique, innovative, and engaging worlds in Horizon Worlds," a blog post from Meta reads. So this is interesting. It seems they are seriously trying to push this as much as possible, with their last ad kind of failing to do that miserably, with that kind of being the push towards their metaverse, since Horizon Worlds is seemingly the beginning of their somewhat metaverse. People don't like Horizon Worlds. I haven't been in there much. It's still not open to absolutely everyone, which is surprising, but they're still doing a damn hard job of pushing it. Do let me know what you think about Horizon Worlds down below. Are you interested? Have you been playing on it? And are you a creator? Here is one that's going to, well, make a lot of people very happy and a lot of people very sad, depending on which group you're in, as Meta is soon adding parental controls to Quest. And this may have already happened because this is from March 16th, the day I literally left. Parents will soon have increased supervision over teenagers using Quest devices, with linked teen accounts and content restriction tools coming soon. This is something that a lot of people have been saying is going to cause less children to be in VR. I don't know, because that depends. It depends whether the parents want to restrict that usage. Yes, there has been a lot of issues with children in VR chat recently. It's been showing up on news articles and things like that about children seeing things they shouldn't have to, but it's like, if the parent doesn't use the tools that are given to them, nothing is going to change, you know? Like, I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't know. But these are parental controls. If you don't engage with them, if you don't turn them on, which a lot of people might not, nothing is going to change. Yes, the tools are going to be there, which is great. great because the tools should always be there, but you know, Quest devices are intended to be used by people over the age of 13, which, as a lot of us know, it's not really being used by people over the age of 13 only. There are multiple changes and new features gradually rolling out as part of this overhaul, as announced on Oculus blog. The first of these features arrives in April, when the unlock pattern feature on Quest will expand its functionality so that it can be used to lock access to specific apps and not just the entire device. This is handy, of course. I mean, not just against children. This is handy against literally anyone that might take your device and might want to use your account to access an app. That is a really handy feature, and I praise that. Then in May, Meta will automatically block teenager accounts from being able to download content that is deemed age inappropriate by the IARC rating. I wonder what the IARC rating for VR chat is. The tools will also include a parental dashboard on the Oculus mobile app, where parents can link a teenager account. Linked teenager accounts will also be able to send requests for the aforementioned overrides, which can be approved or denied by a parent. Okay, you know, as I always say, the tools need to be there. These are the tools. Whether you use them is entirely up to you, but it could end up with less children being in VR and less children seeing things that they should not necessarily be seeing. Good news for Oculus AirLink, as it seems to be getting smoother. AirLink frame rate insurance, AFI, is a new experimental feature which fakes dropped frames, reducing judder caused by Wi-Fi connection issues. I don't use AirLink a lot, but I know a lot of you use AirLink. I mean, it's a free feature that comes directly with your device. AirLink and its alternative uses dynamic bitrate to adjust for connection speed reduction caused by signal degradation. But when a frame is received too late, or never, the previous frame has to be repeated even though your head has moved since then. This results in judder. This looks bad and can make you feel sick. This is where AFI comes in. According to Meta, when a new frame isn't received on time, AFI generates a synthetic new frame by analyzing the motion between previous frames to plausibly extrapolate this motion forward. Motion extrapolation isn't perfect, but it's preferable to your entire view juddering. Don't confuse AFI with the recently released Application Space Warp. Application Space Warp extrapolates motion too, but it's a feature used by native apps running on the Quest and has to be turned on by the developer. It generates every other frame synthetically so that the app can run at half frame rate, freeing up performance. So this isn't the same thing as Application Space Warp, but it does seem like this will give us a very nice performance boost for AirLink. However, I do have a bone to pick with Meta, as AirLink isn't seemingly working on Windows 11, as well as Link in general. And a lot of people have been coming to me about this inside the comment section, and I did a little bit of research, because again, I don't use it that much, but I am one of those people running Windows 11 as my main system. And it seems like this is the case, because on Reddit, we have a post posted by the user Gromchi, and it seems that users are getting the message, sorry, Oculus AirLink does not support Windows 11. Please revert to Windows 10. What a cheeky message to give someone. Why would someone have to go back to Windows 10 just to use your feature? It was working fine. I used AirLink on Windows 11 at the beginning of everything, you know, trying it out, using it to play and things like that. Why all of a sudden was this support dropped? Or maybe this support was never there, but I never got a message like this, which means that message must have been added somewhere halfway. I checked, AirLink still works for me, but that message does seem to be there. It worked for me on my PC, but didn't work for me on my laptop. It's a very confusing kind of scenario. This shouldn't be happening to begin with. Again, it used to work. Why all of a sudden drop all support for it? Just say it's unsupported and let people handle the bugs. Do let me know what you think about this one down below, and have you been having issues with Windows 11 and AirLink? Talking about issues, account issues, and connection problems are still going on. Yes, it's been so long since we talked about this, and it's still happening. Yes, most of them have been fixed, but it's still happening. Many users are still experiencing these problems, and they haven't gone away fully. Last video, it was a lot of you. I would say it was a solid like 70% of you were still having these issues. So it's going to be interesting to see that drop of people down below. The PSVR is out in the wild. Well, the PSVR 2 to be more exact. And Sony is showing it to developers at GDC. It doesn't look like we'll be getting a full PSVR 2 reveal at GDC 2022 this week, but Sony is definitely showing the new headset to developers. And according to Twitter posts, it's also been out in the wild and people have been checking it out, so this is really cool. And that much was confirmed by Stray Bombay, CEO of former Valve VR figurehead Shet Faliszek? Is that Polish? Is that... okay. Tweeted about seeing the device, noting that the experience, in his words, was so good. Had one of those VR moments today, playing on the new PSVR 2 HMD. You know where the world just feels different when you return? So good. Thanks for the demo and chat. So yeah, what a flex, what an absolute flex, you know, being able to see a brand new HMD before anyone else, but so good. Damn, this thing must be a lot better than we're already anticipating, and I'm already anticipating for this thing to be pretty damn good with all the features that we know it's going to have. So this is quite exciting. I can't wait to check it out, even though I'm not a developer, so I'm going to be waiting with you guys. But let me know what you think about the PSVR 2 down below. Are you excited for it? Have you managed to get your hands on a PS5? And what do you think about the design? Talking about design, we have a new design for VR gloves. Latest Manus VR gloves promise new levels of finger tracking accuracy. This is exciting. Finger tracking is a big thing for me in VR ever since I have the Valve knuckles. Those are the controllers I've been using. Even when playing on Quest, I've been using those controllers. I pretty much only go back to the touch controllers when I'm using the Quest portably. But finger tracking has been a huge thing to me. At GDC 2022 this week, VR glove creator Manus revealed its new Quantum Meta gloves, which the company says delivers significantly more accurate finger tracking than its prior solutions. Though priced for enterprise use, the company says that one day it hopes to deliver to the tech to consumers. This is the thing that always happens. It always first gets delivered to companies and enterprise users, and after that, the tech gets cheaper, more mainstream, and comes to us users. So it's always very exciting checking out these enterprise devices because, as I said, this is where it all begins, and then after a while, it makes its way to us. I do think that gloves are the way to go for the future, but they have to be simple to put on. There can't be any fiddling or anything like that. It needs to be rather simple to put on, and just like controllers that we have now, because I feel like the gloves that we have right now are more of a pain to kind of put on than anything. Not that I could say anything because I don't own any, but that's just the way they kind of look. But yeah, Snap has acquired Nextmind, Nextmind being the BCI company, well, startup, and we actually got to take a look at their little brain-computer interface device, which you strapped onto the back of your head, and you were able to control a bunch of things on your computer. This was really cool, and again, we managed to take a look at this, but it seems Snap, being of course behind these spectacles, has acquired Nextmind, a Paris-based company known for creating a $400 print-sized brain-computer interface device. In a blog post, Snap says Nextmind will help drive long-term augmented reality research efforts within Snap Lab, the company's hardware team that's currently building AR devices. I do think BCI devices are the future for AR, as well as, of course, hand tracking and finger gestures and things like that. The BCI device absolutely blew my mind, no pun intended, but I am super excited to see what Snap does with a BCI now. This is going to be really, really cool, and yeah, I honestly cannot wait to see what the future holds for AR and BCI. Imagine being able to think up like anything. Yeah, no, we're not at that stage yet where it knows what you're thinking. It's more, it knows what you're focusing on, but imagine being able to like focus your eyes on something without eye tracking and it knowing what you're looking at and kind of giving you information about that. That would be really cool. And finally, Google has acquired a MicroLED startup called Raxium for its AR displays. The acquisition suggests Google may be working on AR glasses. I mean, we kind of had multiple other things suggesting that earlier on as well. Meta plans to release glasses in a few years, and reports suggest Apple plans as early as 2025. So you can kind of see all the companies kind of fighting for it there. Interestingly, the information cites a Google source as saying the company is looking to acquire more AR glasses component suppliers to, quote, Google has realized you can't just own the operating system. For such devices, this person reportedly said. If true, Google could be planning to sell AR hardware and not just provide the software. So it seems we have interesting times ahead. A bunch of different companies fighting for the place in AR. Meta releasing more updates, possibly breaking things and fixing other things. What is your overall satisfaction now? I want to hear your overall satisfaction in the AR and VR space right now. What is missing? What do you enjoy? And what makes you want to come back? Let me know down below. I'm Mysticle. This was today's video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too. Thank you all so much for joining me today. You know, if you disliked it, do let me know down below why, and that is going to be it. Thank you so much to the Patreon supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, paying my bills, paying my little subscriptions here and there, and overall helping me out. It feels very weird to be back. I don't even feel I'm speaking correctly. It's been 10 days and it's felt like a month. I finally acquired insurance as well, so for the last 2 days I've just been driving, which I guess isn't a good excuse to be gone, but apart from that, I was out of country. It's a weird break. As usual, in case you guys are not yet part of the community, check out our Discord down below, check out our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spice memes, and in case you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.